And I think out of all 5 of these personas, let's call them, we're really only equipped to handle one of them. So it's the 5 roles in the room framework. This is my title. Every ballroom, room, etc., they hold 5 archetypes. There's another word for it. Most development teams, like I said, they can cultivate one of them, but the other 4 are kind of sitting hidden in plain sight. So first of all, we have the check writer. So this is that person that you know how to handle. They're the sponsor, they are the corporate donor, the person who's named in the program or who's actually receiving the award. They're in your CRM, you know how to handle them, they're doing just fine. They are being cultivated. The event is actually just one touch point in what's typically a longer relationship. And we, as an industry, as a sector, we really serve the check writer really well. You don't need anything more from me on this one. The other 4, I think not so much. The plus ones. These are the sponsor staff that I described earlier. They're the table guest or the spouse of a table guest. The friend, maybe it's even the spouse of the sponsor. They're a friend that a board member brought. They are off your radar, but they're in the room. So these plus ones, many of them are future donors. They are blocked by generational aspects. They're just younger at the time that they've seen you, but they're hidden behind your check writer. Number 3 is the almost donors. This is that person that I described, the second place bidder. This is the person that like almost gave / bid in your silent auction, kind of almost. They thought about it during the appeal. You know that they did. They watched the silent auction, they watched the live auction, they watched the appeal. And maybe they did put one bid down, but they got outbid and they stopped, they were socializing, they didn't worry about it. But in all of those actions, they also told you that they wanted to give. And number 4 are the network multipliers. These are the P2P example that I used earlier, the fundraisers, the ambassadors, the volunteer captains. They recruit everybody that they know to come to your events. We see a lot of these people, and a lot of the time, I think that they still end up being treated in a transactional way or like they are collateral, right? They might not, and I think this might be because despite the fact that they are influencers, a lot of the times they're not really your biggest donors. But these people are actually their own type of portfolio. And number 5, the quiet observers, This is that board member's guest that been to every single gala for the past 6 years. They've donated maybe at a $500,000, $2,500 level every year, but they've never been asked for a more significant gift. They're a longtime attendee, and you might even know them by name, but you've never sat down with them with the intention of getting to know them and understand why they're giving and why they're giving to you. Each of these 5 roles have 5 very distinct cultivation tracks. Most events, however, as I said, only really honor the one, the check writer's path. So that's the gap. And I'm going to talk about that for the rest of the time that we are here today. So we've got a little bit longer. But I'm really going to hyper focus on the plus ones and the quiet observers. These are the 2 that I think that have the most potential and also are the most often overlooked by our sector.